How y'all doing? It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. It's time to grab a good cold beer off the ice. Open it up, baby, because it's been a rough week. We've got a lot to absorb over the last week, and this ain't nothing compared to next week. Shit. Have a good weekend. And if you were in a place so confined and you are so motivated, slap that bud in the bowl, baby. Let's get it on. This is the weekend. You need to chill out, relax, enjoy this weekend. It's a long weekend. Monday's a holiday, Martin Luther King holiday. So enjoy yourself. Have an extra beer, maybe even a little extra bud, because we have a trial to get ready for, baby. We have a trial. Anyway, I'm glad it's Friday, baby. We deserve a good weekend. Had a wonderful time this whole week with family meetings. Just an outstanding week. Really enjoyed myself, and I'm happy that that the family gets a chance to get in there and congregate. Anyway, what's going on? Well, for one thing, Donnie's fueling up Air Force One and heading down to Mar-a-Lago. Wait a minute, John, didn't he just leave Mar-a-Lago? Golden sunshine, golden showers, and fine Russian hospitality, baby. That's Mar-a-Lago. Yes, he just left there. Now he's going back there. Why? So he can pout all weekend with his little buddies, get in a little war room down there, let him know he's not scared, run his mouth like he did last time when he did the airstrike against Soleimani. Oh, get ready, boys. There's going to be some big news. Something big's going to happen. He likes that shit. Bragging to them guys. So ain't no telling what he's going to go down there and tell him. But that's where your president is. One third of his presidency has been spent at Trump Bribe Collection Center and golf courses. Are you shitting me? 1/3 of the time that this man has been in office, he has spent on his golf courses. Are you shitting me? Remember that videotape of him? I won't have time to... Are you shitting me, you disgusting fat ass? Quit using a golf cart. How about walking? But he is making a lot of money, baby. Think of how many that's 300 and like 30 days or some shit like that. You times 330 days. How much money this government is spending on golf carts, on everything else that we have to pay for every time. Not to mention the Secret Service and the fuel, and that's why Mnuchin is not going to release what it costs the Secret Service to protect this asshole. It's because it's astronomical, and it makes him look like an idiot because of what he said before. But it doesn't matter. He said a lot of things. That's one of his lines. I've said a lot of things. Yeah, you have, Donnie. A lot of bullshit, a lot of lies and crap. And I hope everybody remembers them. Anyway, we got a trial coming up, baby, and he done picked his people. He done picked his defense team there, dream team, I guess you'd call it. It includes Alan Dershowitz, that guy Bondi, I forgot his first name, Jay Sekulow, which is his current private attorney, Robert Ray, and Ken Starr. Are you shit? By the way, where's Rudy? Where's Rudy? I don't see Rudy. Where is the greatest crime fighter in the world? Where is the biggest mayor, the greatest guy ever lived in history? Where is he in your... He can't be there. He's a freaking witness. Rudy Giuliani. Ooh, excuse me, good beer. Rudy Giuliani is a witness in this shit. He can't be a defense attorney, the lying little sack of shit. He got to be out of his coffin at that time. Anyway, Ken Starr, really? Really, they got Ken Starr as part of Donnie's defense team. And the whole time right now, the internet and TV are having a ball playing clips from Ken Starr when he impeached Clinton. Ken Starr was the lead investigator, the chief investigator in the impeachment inquiry, testified in the Senate in the trial, and they got all sorts of tapes of him looking up there. One of them is saying that Clinton should be removed from office because he attempted to use the executive power to block Congress from gaining information, documents, witnesses, that kind of shit. Really, Ken? Now you're going to stand up here and tell us that you're going to defend the guy that is using his presidential power to hold back witnesses, to hold back documents. That guy, Ken, that disgusting creep of a man who wanted Monica Lewinsky on the stand to testify about cigars and other things right there in front of everybody so they could embarrass the shit out of Clinton. That Ken Starr, that disgusting little creep who went after Whitewater, a real estate deal, and ended up with Monica Lewinsky. He's a little dweeb, another little dick, and fits right along with Donnie's crew. As a matter of fact, Alan Dershowitz and Ken Starr, what have they been doing recently? Except Dershowitz, he's always on TV telling the world how great Donnie is. That's one place Donnie gets all his lawyers from. If they're on TV, baby, he likes them. He likes lawyers that'll get up there and lie through their teeth and make him look good. Ken Starr, though, and Alan Dershowitz, they were busy. Of course, they lost one of their clients here. What was that guy's name? Had a whole bunch of nasty stuff going. Oh, yeah. They were the lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein. They were the lawyers. Unfortunately, they lost their client. It's an unfortunate suicide in a jail. You know, nobody was watching him for it. They should have been doing that. That shit. But now we know who his dream team is. The parameters for the trial have been set. There will be opening argument from each side, and then there'll be a debate. Questions written in and asked by the senators because they won't have the power to stand up and speak on their own. That pisses me off. No witnesses, no documents. That's the parameters of the trial. Anything that changes will have to be voted on by a majority of the senators. That means it takes 51 senators to vote for getting witnesses, baby. And that seems to be a big thing, the discussion about, are we going to see witnesses or are they going to just sweep this under the rug? It becomes quite obvious to the public right now that they can't sweep this shit under the rug. Hell, Lev Parnas is out there dumping shit all over the airwaves on every damn news station. John Bolton should do the same thing, except he's really trying to run that premiere up on his book. Because that's what's important to John Bolton, is that he sells his book. Lev Parnas is worried about going to jail, baby. He's already indicted. And a liar, you can't trust him. Are you shitting me? The liar is calling the liar a liar. Are you shitting me? Well, most everything Lev kicks up here lately has been backed up by documentation, text messages, little WhatsApp shit, videos, all that crap. And it involved Trump, Pence, Barr, and Pompeo, the disgusting little turd who just today on right-wing news media said that he was going to get into an investigation into that Yovanovitch thing when that guy, Haley, what's his name? Some Haley guy up in Connecticut. The asshole that was over in Ukraine trying to put a tail on Yovanovitch, trying to dig up something to get her fired while Lev Parnas was in the president's ear telling her, oh, Yovanovitch has got to go. And Lev Parnas says, Donnie the Trump, Donnie the Dick, fired her at least 5 times. Telling people to fire and they wouldn't do it. Got to handle these things gently. Not in Donnie's way. Kick that garbage can over in Donnie's way. He doesn't need evidence. He's got a gut. And a big one at that. Anyway, he's been out there on, Mike Pompeo went on right-wing radio and said, at long last, we're going to look into this, but there's probably nothing to it. That's what Mike Pompeo says. Doesn't that strike confidence in you? That Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State, who is now twice has been informed that Yovanovitch was handled in a way that wasn't proper and that there were tails on her ass and a smear campaign. Did Mike Pompeo say anything about his outstanding ambassador? No, he did not. No, he did not. Because he's a co-conspirator in this shit. We have a lying Secretary of State. We have a lying Attorney General. Hell, we got a lying Department of Energy Secretary Rick Perry was brought up again. He was told to bring up the deal on the dirt on Biden in the meeting with top Ukraine leaders. Hey, where's Rick Perry? Ain't he supposed to testify or some shit? Hell no, he's hiding under a rock, trying to stay away from any camera he can. It seems to be a Texas Republican political move there. It happens all the time down here in town. I never see my congressman. You see my congressman, Mike Cloud, up there on the Congress floor saying anything? No. He hides in the back, keeps his mouth shut. Anyway, we got a lot to look forward to. I want to make sure I got everything here. Text messages, Robert Hyde. That's the guy's name. Robert Hyde. He wanted to run for Congress up in Connecticut. Even the Republican Party is telling him, no, we don't want you. And he's telling them, I'm going to do it anyway. Because, hey, Donnie's the president. Look at all this shit he's doing. If he could get elected, surely Robert Hyde here, Mr. Wannabe CIA agent, can get elected too, because Republicans will believe any bullshit. So, hey, yep, that's the way that shit is. Anyway, 12 casualties in the Iran strike at Al Asad Air Base. Remember Donnie coming out, no casualties, no nothing happened here. The Iranians, they did it on purpose. They missed. No, they damn near got a bunch of them, baby. There were 12 troops. Think of it. I think 9 of them were evacuated to Germany. If you're evacuated to Germany, yeah, you got injured, asshole. It's another lie. It's his word that he wants to spread out there. It's Rudy Giuliani doing our State Department work. It's a bunch of crime family. That's what we got. You can't trust a stupid thing that comes out of that man's mouth, Mike Pompeo, William Barr, anybody else that works for this man. They're all liars, cheats, and thieves. And it's disgusting because we don't have time for this shit. There's a book coming out Tuesday, as a matter of fact. It's called A Very Stable Genius. Gee, I wonder who they're talking about in this book. Hard to figure that one out. Anyway, it's written by Carol Lenig and Philip Ruckert, 2 Washington Post columnists, journalists that wrote this book. And in the book, I was reading some of the excerpts a little while ago, and they're talking about the meeting in 2017 where the National Security Team is trying to convince Donnie or give him a briefing on geography, on our embassies around the world and everything. And they're trying to give him a briefing with pictures and drawings and shit so they could keep his attention. And he got mad at him. And he chastised these military leaders, said they were a bunch of babies, say they didn't know what they do, and none of them could win a war. Get out of his sight. He's tired of them. A draft-dodging coward who never did a damn thing for this country is standing in a room dressing down combat veterans who served. This very stable genius who with wisdom that is unmatched denigrates our military. The only one in that room, they said, that spoke up was Rex Tillerson, our Secretary of State, who, when the discussion was all about why aren't everybody paying us? Why isn't South Korea paying us for our troops over there? Why isn't Germany paying us? We want money. Where troops are there, we want money for it. And Rex Tillerson stood up and said, our troops do not fight for money. They are not mercenaries. They are to protect our country. And look what's happened now, baby. We've been talking about it lately. Our troops are mercenaries. You know, Saudi Arabia pays cash. Rex Tillerson stood up and defended him. It was after that meeting that the famous statement of Rex Tillerson's that Donnie the Trump is a fucking moron was reported in the news. So that's the meeting that he made that comment after. We do. We have a moron in our house, a wannabe dictator. It will be by our voice and our vote that this does not happen. Our voice is needed now. Senators that are on holiday vacation for Martin Luther King's birthday. Martin Luther King, who said, judge a man by his character. Well, how about that? How about we apply that rule? How about we judge our president, the man that sits in our house, by the content of his character? Because if that is the standard, and it should be for all of us, then he fails that test, baby. Big time. So you think about this weekend when we honor one of America's greatest heroes in Martin Luther King and how he changed a generation and lifted his people up. You remember what he said. It's not the color of the skin, it is the content of their character. So that's what we stand by. That's what we fight for. The content of our character. The American people. Do we have the character to stand up? Yes, we do, baby. We can stand up and we can march forward. That's what our job is, to remove this stain from our house. It's the important thing, the most important thing that you're going to do in your lifetime. I know it is in mine, baby. This is down it, baby. Down to tax. Anyway, I think I got everything on my list this time. I numbered them and I got them all checked out. So I think that's it. It is Martin Luther King weekend, so it's a long weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Have a little beer. Have a little bud if you're so inclined. And think about that. Think about your country, your fellow Americans, what it means to be an American, what it means to stand up for your fellow Americans, and that means every one of us, no matter the color, the religion, their sex, their declared sex, their sexual preference, where they pray, how they pray, none of that should mean a shit to any of us. It's the content of their character. Good people are standing up all across this country, and I'm proud of them, and I want to be one of them. I want to be counted in that number, baby. Anyway, that's about all I got going on. We'll have another family meeting on Sunday night. I look forward to it. Y'all get Discord, download it, get into the conversation. Come over and join us. We've had some new voices there, and I appreciate that. It's always good to be able to actually talk to some of our, that's good beer, some of our Blue Dot family and spread this message and build a cohesive front. This blue wave has to rise up in 2020 like it's a tsunami, baby. It has to take everything. You know, that there were 3 guys arrested by the FBI. They were on their way to the Virginia pro-gun rally. Although the governor has now declared that area a gun-free zone. Can't bring a gun in there. Oh, that don't matter. Because these guys were arrested. They're part of a white supremacist, an international white supremacist group who were snuggling in a homemade machine gun and over 1,000 rounds of ammunition. What would you think were they trying to do in there? Why would they bring a gun like that with so much ammunition into a rally? It's a pro-gun rally. No, it's not. It's a Klan rally. It's a Klan rally. And if you're there, you're a member of that Klan. You're a member of that brotherhood of white supremacist scumbags that are going to show up there. Content of character, baby. You're going to see a lot of them in Virginia on Monday that have no character. They have no decency. They're just the maggots at the bottom of the trash can, the ones you see squirming around in the disgusting crap that's down there. That's them. Anyway, I love y'all. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. We're only 9 people away from hitting 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, reach down there, hit the subscribe button, and help us out. Try to get us to 11,000 by Sunday. We'd really appreciate it. That'd be great. Anyway, in the meantime, you keep the message going. John Berdeveau on Facebook, on Liker or MeWe, on Twitter at Blue Dot in Texas, on YouTube as a Blue Dot in Texas, baby. Keep your light shining. That's the big thing. Anyway, y'all take care. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Bye.